One of the days that I was serving in Newcastle, we were kind of talking to people and teaching people kind of in the town square area. And the church is located only a couple blocks up the hill, and so we were getting ready to go to a word activity. And so I thought to myself, okay, one more person, kind of the classic one more person story. And I go and I talk to this woman, and we have a good conversation, but she's just not interested at all. So I'm like, okay. So we start going back up to the church, and as we're walking, I see a man out of the corner of my eye. He's probably about 30 feet away, and kind of behind a row of bushes. And I just call it, like we're kind of heading somewhere, so I just call it quick, like, oh, hello, how are you today? Like, you all right? And he just smiles and says, I'm good, how are you? And I just really felt immediately like I needed to go talk to him. And so we just hurried back around, and we had a conversation with him, and we actually invited him to come to the word activity with us. And he says, oh, I'm sorry, I actually have an appointment at 6 o'clock, so I can't come. But could I come, a little bit later, like at 7 or 7:30? We're like, of course. And so, we go to the activity, and we're excited for him to come up. And, we talked to one of our other converts who had been baptized just weeks before, and she offers to help teach him with us. And so he comes up to the church. His name's Simon, and we go and, he enjoys the end of the activity. Then we go to teach him the restoration, and just barely as we're starting to teach him, he says, guys, I need to tell you something. 10 minutes before you guys ran into me, I was in, one of the restaurants, and I said a prayer that God would show me where I could go to church tomorrow. And he didn't wait till tomorrow. He brought me here tonight. He's like, God is good. He's just kind of showing off now. And we just had a wonderful, wonderful lesson with him. And, the Spirit was so, so strong. And he really felt like, yeah, that's, this is true. I need to be baptized. And so we were excited. We were helping prepare for his baptism. But unfortunately, we found out that he'd recently been out of prison. And so he was currently on parole. And so there's a few things that, we needed to wait on. And so we needed to wait about a year for him to be able to, join the church. And so we had these lessons, and he was coming, he was, sharing the gospel with his friends, and, he's just really, really excited about the church. And, I moved on from that area and went to other areas. And it was just amazing, nearly a year later on, it happened to be on my birthday, I received a phone call. And, the missionary said, Elder Cowley, we've been teaching Simon, who you know quite well, and he's ready to be baptized in 2 weeks, and he wants you to come down and, perform his baptism. And so I was able to go down, and it was just incredible to see this transformation that had taken place in this man, who had some problems in his life that ultimately, led to some crime, and how that transformation that took place, and, just the light that had come into his life, and he was just the happiest man. One of the happiest people that I had taught on my mission, and just absolutely glowing from his baptism. And so it's just amazing to see that miracle of God being able to make that change in his life, and us being able to be a part of that.